Or put them to silent mode. Thank you. In the event of an emergency, please remain calm and follow our ushers to the various exits as indicated on the screen. Our commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Muhammad Nizam, will now deliver his opening address. CEO, sir, please.
A very good morning, enlistees, and a happy new year. A very warm welcome to the Basic Military Training Center School 3. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Muhammad Nizam, the commanding officer of this school. I believe 1001 thoughts are running in your mind now. Some of you may be feeling anxious. All I can say now is sit down and chillax. Okay, right. Just a little bit about myself. I was enlisted in 1997 as an infantry officer by vocation. I have held several command appointments in active units and deployed for local operations and trained NSF as well as enlistment. I'm here to make sure that training is conducted professionally and that all of you are well taken care of during your assimilation into your military journey. These are my key staff members who will also be your key partners in this journey. Firstly, Major Farizan. He is my second in command. He is like the vice principal of this school. Secondly, Master Warren Lee Chowi is a school sergeant major. He is like the discipline master of the school. Next, Miss Jenny Chong is a school orientation officer. She is a trained counselor, a life coach, as well as a retired Air Force officer. She is an avenue for you to seek emotional support if you face any challenges in adapting to this military life. Mr. Nagaraja, with many years of experience in the Army, is our school safety officer. He reports directly to me and assists in enforcing safety standards and strict adherence to the protocols. Captain Dr. Sean Tan is our medical officer at Pulau Tekong Medical Center. He and his team of medical officers are trained doctors who have previously served in government hospitals. You are in safe hands of our medical professionals. All of you here will be posted to Raven Company. Your direct superiors are, firstly, your officer commanding is Captain Louis Au. Your company chief trainer is 3rd Warrant Zandra Wu. And your assistant company chief trainer is 3rd Warrant Chua Chai Guan. This is our mission and vision, which is aligned with the SAF core values. The MTC will lay the foundation stone not just for your military skills, but also in your social skills. All of you will emerge a better soldier and a better son or daughter. You will now learn to live in a communal environment, be independent, and socialize among fellow Singaporeans regardless gender, race, language, or religion. You will no longer be dependent on your parents to shelter for your every actions. You need to continue to assure your family members that you are ready to make decisions and be responsible for your own actions. For the next 2 weeks, it is catered for an adjustment period. Once you are used to the system, training tempo will pick up gradually in preparation for all the key milestone training. You will realize that teamwork and looking after one another is key to completing your tasks. However, if you are trailing behind and unable to cope, speak to your commanders. They are your teacher, your coach, your caregiver, and as well as your friends. They will help you to the best of their ability. We aspire to develop all of you in all these 3 areas. Firstly, to have strong bodies so that you are fit, competent, and as well as ready. Strong mind so that you are resilient, confident, and adaptive. And lastly, strong heart so that you are committed and as well as disciplined. Within the next 48 hours from now, you will be interviewed by your commanders and a buddy will also be assigned to you. Many feedback channels has also been put in place for you to express your gratitude, your concerns, and as well as your queries. Your commanders will share all these channels with you. Our physical training is progressive and customized according to each individual level of fitness, abilities, and as well as skills. Many measures has also been put in place to ensure your safety and as well to prevent injuries. Do continue to keep your commanders and family members updated on your medical condition if you have developed them along the way so that we are able to calibrate your training and assist you on your recovery. For all of us, we are governed by the Training Safety Regulation or the TSR, and I will personally take my commanders to task if they breach any of the safety protocols. Where safety is concerned, there is no compromise. However, safety is also everybody's responsibility. You need to listen to instruction and clarify if you are unsure. Highlight to your commanders when you are unwell. Look after your body and let us build a culture of safety from the onset of this NS journey. Some of you are concerned if you will get punished over the course of service. Our SAF punishment system and guidelines is fair and it is sanctioned by the SAF Act. The punishment is meant for the offender to understand his mistake and learn from it. There will not be any unreasonable punishment. For recruits who grossly defy orders such as malingering or trying to king, AWOL or being disrespectful, we will follow strictly to the guidelines in accordance to the SAF Act when we map out the punishments. Throughout this BMT phase, you will be assessed on your suitability to hold command appointment during the national service. I urge all of you to challenge yourself and take on the leadership roles for a noble cause. Being leaders, for example, like a specialist or an officer, you will shape the future of the SAF and have a sense of ownership in this organization. In view of the COVID-19 outbreak, we have aligned to the national policy and put in measures to prevent importation and spread of the pandemic within the SAF camps. For those of you who have completed your vaccination, we have scheduled for your booster shot to be administered at the end of this BMT. However, for those who have not taken or not completed your vaccination, You will need to do your daily ART to make sure that you keep everybody safe. Any serviceman with acute respiratory infection will be swabbed and will be issued with a stay-home restriction order or SHRO. Under this order, you may leave your house for essential activities. However, before you leave, you must seek your commander's permission. Leaving home without permission during SHRO is akin to breaching your quarantine order. Your commander will conduct an ad hoc check to ensure compliance. In the previous batches of BMT, a few of the recruits were sentenced to the detention barracks or DB for breaching of SHRO. These are the important information and contact details that you and your parents may need to know. Your commanders will share with you via WhatsApp this evening. And this evening as well, you will be given some time to make phone calls to your parents at about 21:30 hours to share with them the highlights of today. I will also require your help to forward a welcome letter to your parents, which will include some pertinent details, administrative and as well as the contact details. Now, without further ado, we will officially enlist you into the national service. For all of you down here, enlistees, please rise so that we can recite the oath of allegiance. With sweat and grit, our forefathers built the ASF from scratch. All they had was the conviction to defend our home and the will for it. Today's generation of the ASF is very different from our forefathers. Now, soldiers are more educated and more reliant on technology. The threat to our existence are still real, though many of us have taken peace for granted. Now, the time is yours to do your part in shouldering the responsibility of protecting the honor, independence, and sovereignty of our country with your lives. Your loved one will depend on you to continue living in peace and harmony. This country will then be truly called home. Please raise your right hand and repeat the oath of allegiance after me. I. NRC number and full name. Having entered the service of the Republic of Singapore. Under the Enlistment Act. Do solemnly and sincerely affirm that. I will always bear true faith and allegiance. To the Republic of Singapore. I will be ready. At the order of the government. To rise up to the defense of the Republic of Singapore. I will obey the laws of the Republic of Singapore. And the orders of my commanders. I will carry out my duties with integrity. Courage and commitment at all times. And I will preserve and protect the honor and independence of the Republic of Singapore with my life.
You may now put your hand down. Please remain standing. Please take your seats.
Recruits, welcome to the SCF and also to BMTC School 3. As a member of the SCF, you are an important asset to this organization. The future chapters of the SCF are yours to write. Start by putting your heart and mind into your training. Always remember that your loved ones are the reasons that you are serving your nation. They will continue to be your pillars of strength when the training gets tough. We will get through this phase of training together. Let us create positive memories that last a lifetime so that you can share them with future generations and strengthen the belief that this nation is worth fighting for. I wish you all the best, stay resilient, and stay in good health. Thank you.
Thank you, CEO Sir. We have now come to the end of today's direct enlistment. Recruits, please rise row by row and make your way to leave the auditorium by your right.